Joe Bonamassa isn't just another great guitar player. At 48, he's widely respected as one of the most knowledgeable blues rock musicians alive, a historian, a collector, and a student of the music that shaped rock itself. Unlike many modern players, Bonamassa didn't grow up chasing trends. He grew up studying records. So when Joe Bonamassa finally revealed his 10 favorite rock albums, musicians listened, because this list wasn't about popularity. It was about craft, tone, songwriting, and soul. These are the albums that shaped his ears, his hands, and his career. 10. Led Zeppelin, Led Zeppelin II. Joe Bonamassa has always spoken about the impact of Jimmy Page's tone, and Led Zeppelin II sits right at the center of that influence. This album taught Bonamassa how power and groove could coexist. Page's riffs were massive, but never sloppy. The blues roots were obvious, but pushed into dangerous new territory. Songs like Whole Lotta Love and Heartbreaker showed how rock guitar could dominate without losing feel. For Bonamassa, this record was a masterclass in controlled aggression. 9. Cream, Disraeli Gears. Eric Clapton's playing on Disraeli Gears helped redefine electric blues. Bonamassa has often said this album showed him how psychedelia and blues could merge without sacrificing emotion. Tracks like Sunshine of Your Love and Strange Brew introduced a new kind of guitar vocabulary, thick tone, simple phrases, massive impact. It wasn't about speed. It was about authority. 8. The Rolling Stones, Exile on Main St. To Bonamassa, Exile on Main St isn't just an album, it's a feeling. Loose, raw, and soaked in American blues, gospel, and country, this record taught him that perfection isn't the goal. Keith Richards' guitar work proved that rhythm can be more powerful than flash. This album showed Bonamassa how groove, swagger, and authenticity can carry music further than technical precision ever could. 7. Free, Fire and Water. Few albums demonstrate restraint like Fire and Water. Paul Kossoff's guitar playing deeply influenced Bonamassa's phrasing and vibrato. Every note mattered. Every bend told a story. All Right Now may be the hit, but it's the slow, emotional tracks that made the biggest impact. Bonamassa learned that sometimes the space between the notes says more than the notes themselves. 6. Derek and the Dominos, Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs. This album showed Bonamassa what happens when emotion overrides control. Eric Clapton's playing on Layla was raw, vulnerable, and unfiltered. The solos weren't clean, they were honest. For Bonamassa, this album proved that great guitar playing doesn't hide pain, it channels it. It's one of the most emotionally exposed records in rock history. 5. Jeff Beck, Blow by Blow. Jeff Beck changed everything. Blow by Blow showed Bonamassa that the guitar could speak without words. No vocals. No gimmicks. Just tone, touch, and imagination. Beck's phrasing, dynamics, and control opened Bonamassa's mind to what instrumental rock could achieve. This album planted the seed for Joe's own expressive solo work years later. 4. Rory Gallagher, Irish Tour 74. Live albums matter deeply to Bonamassa, and this one is sacred. Rory Gallagher's Irish Tour 74 captured raw blues rock at its most honest. No studio polish. No safety net. Just sweat, feedback, and commitment. Bonamassa admired Gallagher's fearlessness and relentless touring ethic. This album taught him that authenticity on stage matters more than perfection. 3. B.B. King, Live at the Regal. Every blues guitarist eventually arrives here. Live at the Regal showed Bonamassa how less can be everything. B.B. King's phrasing, timing, and emotional control were unmatched. He didn't rush. He didn't show off. He spoke through the guitar. Bonamassa has often said this album taught him that great players don't beg for attention, they command it quietly. 2. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Texas Flood. For Bonamassa, Texas Flood was a lightning bolt. Stevie Ray Vaughan brought blues into the modern era with authority and fire. His tone was massive. His confidence undeniable. This album showed Bonamassa that tradition could be honored while still sounding urgent and alive. SRV proved that blues wasn't museum music, it was dangerous again. 1. Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti. At number 1, Bonamassa chose ambition. Physical Graffiti wasn't just an album, it was a statement. Blues, folk, Hard rock, Eastern scales, acoustic ballads, it was all there. Jimmy Page's versatility, John Bonham's power, and the band's fearless experimentation shaped Bonamassa's understanding of what a complete rock album could be. This record taught him that great artists don't repeat themselves, they explore. Joe Bonamassa's favorite albums tell you everything about him. He values tone over speed, emotion over perfection, history over hype. These records weren't chosen for nostalgia, they were chosen because they still speak. And if you listen closely, you can hear every one of them inside Bonamassa's own music. Which album on this list means the most to you? Did Joe get it right, or did he miss a classic? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more rock legends revealing the music that shaped them.